Welcome back to the Harpreet Singh Show. Today I have a holistic nutritionist here to tell us how we can maximize our health with small but lasting changes. Please welcome Harsh Sandhi. Hi Harsh, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Harsh, let's talk about eating on the go. You know, people are so busy nowadays and we're always eating on the go. How can we make eating on the go healthy?
Well, eating on the go, first of all, it's not the best habit to have, only because when we eat, our mind should be really on digesting our food, chewing our food, because our health really starts with that good digestion, absorption of nutrients. So I know eating on the go does happen.
Okay.
So things we can do is planning ahead, menu planning, packing leftovers from the night before, and making sure we do not stress when we eat on the go.
Okay.
So
is it better to avoid it, you would say, or?
I would say kind of keep it on the last second, because
Okay.
eating on the go really puts the mind off eating and off digestion. It puts it on what, you know, our driving or whatever else we're doing. But when we are eating, our minds should be really focusing on that.
Okay,
So.
and what about mornings now? Like a lot of people have really busy mornings. We're always on the go and we're rushing out, and people just want to eat something that's convenient and that's really quick and easy.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that? What can people do?
Quick and easy. The thing is with that is that people tend to go towards processed foods, packaged foods. Okay, that can happen, but we want to look into nutrient dense foods. So my tip is invest in a really good shake blender.
Okay.
And we make really good shakes, so you can throw in a good amount of protein, 20 to 30 grams. You can pick a fruit you want to throw in there, a good healthy fat like coconut oil. You throw in vegetables like kale, carrots, whatever.
Are there some kind of shakes that you would recommend?
Personally, that's the ones I will have actually every morning. So my breakfast contains a really good shake with 30 grams of protein and with fruit, with coconut oil. And the thing about that is it's really easy to put together. You just throw it in the blender. You can even do it the night before and just take the shake to go.
And it only takes a couple of minutes, so it's really convenient. And it's like ideal for somebody who's on the go.
It's the best $100 I've spent on it.
Okay,
ever.
perfect. So, and let's talk about snacking now. When you're snacking throughout the day, what are the more appropriate snacks, you know? Things that are better for you, not like candy bars or like chips.
So when we go for the candy bars, our body is naturally craving glucose, sugar, carbohydrates.
Right.
So when we go for that, our body wants energy. But why does our body crave that? It could be because we didn't have a fulfilling breakfast. But either way, we should go for things that are nutrient dense when we snack. So things like Greek yogurt, high in protein.
Okay.
Whole grain crackers with cottage cheese. So you want to have something that has carbohydrates, fat, and protein in your snacking. And
Greek yogurt's still pretty sweet, so for anybody who's craving something sweet, that would be a bit of a better alternative. Right?
A little better for sure.
Yeah.
And you want to, when you're craving a sweet snack, you want to throw in some sort of healthy fat in there to slow down the glucose release in the body, so your blood sugar levels won't spike as much. So like almonds with Greek yogurt, almonds with fruit, or walnuts, whatever you choose.
Okay, and now what about water intake? I know we're supposed to have 2 liters of water a day, but it's hard to do sometimes for a lot of people, including myself. So how can people make that easier and not something that's considered like a chore to do?
Right. Well, with water, I tell my clients that a lot of them come in and they say they don't have enough water, and most people don't. So with water, you wanna start off small. So if you have 1 cup a day now, okay, that's fairly low, but you want to increase it slowly. So I'd say bring it up to 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. And the best way to do that is doing it in between meals. So having water in between meals, I'd say up to 2 cups in between. It keeps you fuller, it hydrates you, you'll start feeling better. And if you do work out, start to keep a good 1 liter water bottle with you, because on a typical workout, I'll go through 2 liters pretty easily. Okay. So yeah, with most things, gradual intake will have lasting effects.
Okay, and a lot of people just find water plain sometimes. Are there any things that people can add into water that can make it taste better and that's still pretty healthy and good for you?
Right, so there are a lot of those flavoring packets at the store you can get. Some of them are filled with some fake ingredients. I don't per se recommend it, but if it means that will have you drinking more water, then by all means, go for it. But personally, I really like lemon.
Lemon, yeah, like detox water, right? Just adding in lemon or like any sort of fruit to it. Does that work as well?
Totally works.
Yeah?
As long as you can keep the water down. I don't mind lime either.
Okay.
I do recommend room temperature water
Yeah.
as it's so much better on the system.
Okay, and another big thing that, also revolves around our health is our sleep. A lot of people don't get the right amount of sleep.
Right.
Now, what is the importance of getting the right amount of sleep?
Well, if we don't have enough sleep, we start off the day on the wrong note. So with adequate sleep, we're lowering our inflammation in the body. We are quite literally rebuilding our muscles. So if we have a good workout the day before and the night before, our bodies will only physically grow overnight. So we're looking to get 6 to 8 hours. Another thing about sleep is that it'll sharpen your mind, it'll improve your memory, and anybody can tell if you sleep 4 hours a day, it'll show on your face, it'll show on your reaction time, it'll show when you're thinking, your critical thinking. So
How much sleep should a person get on an average anyways?
So for me, I'll give you an example. For me, a best way to do this is you sleep at the same time every night and see when you wake up. So after a period of a few days, your body will naturally wake up at a certain time.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it was 7 hours and 47 minutes.
Okay, so you timed yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and my body just woke up. I just woke up.
That's a pretty good time. 7 hours and 47 minutes. Yeah.
Everybody's different. So I've seen people who've done this exercise and they're at like 6.5 hours. I've seen people with over 8 hours, but everybody's different. But you want to aim for that 6 to 8 hour range, and you should feel really good rested.
Okay, and what about shutting your mind off at night? I know that's also really hard for people to do. How can people just shut their minds off and get a good sleep?
Well, shutting your mind off for sleep is problematic, especially in today's day. We have so many different screens in front of our face with our TVs, with our cell phones, with our computers. So if we're looking at that throughout the day, our minds are naturally being stimulated.
Right.
And especially late at night, it's so easy to get your phone and to start using it. But I recommend try to shut it off, screen time 30 minutes to 60 minutes before you sleep. That really readies the mind and kind of de-stimulates the mind. Another good thing you can do is you can put on some relaxing music, you can dim the lights, so your mind and body are quite literally getting ready for sleep.
Yeah.
And having some hot warm tea, just something that will slow you down and get ready for bed.
It's all about the little changes. So, if a person makes all these little changes in their life, how is it overall going to help a person?
Well, it's these little changes that make the big difference. Because if I'm telling a client make these huge changes, they're not gonna succeed.
Yeah.
Mostly only because it could be so radical, it could be so overwhelming. So these small changes over time make lasting change, make really good differences, and people see instant results. So it's really day-to-day changes, small changes that I recommend that people will see immediate and lasting results.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Well, it's all about those small changes, and they go a long way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this valuable advice, and thank you for being on the show today.